Hi, this is Stacy with Lily Bean Crafts by Stacy. Welcome back, and if it's your first time, thanks for stopping by. Today I am working with the new 22-ounce hydro that I got from the Tipsy Magnolia. This cute as can be vinyl that I got from 311 Co. and a full sheet of UVDTF white floral that I got from Coral Tumblers with Nicole Sutherland. I wanted to do a double V-split design that I haven't done in a really long time, so I found a new template on Etsy, which I will go ahead and link in the description. Now, I'm attempting to do this using the hinge method, and it just didn't want to cooperate with me. The wonderful thing is that this vinyl is removable, so it's very easy to work with and remove and then replace if things don't go according to plan. So I knew exactly how I wanted to place the V-split, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of the pieces, and then I'm going to carefully remove the pieces that I don't want to use. Because I will be saving them for another project down the line. I really wanted to test my patience, but you just got to be patient with anything that you do with tumblers. I've learned this after 5 years that as soon as you think you got it down, it's going to go wrong for you. So I'm just going to kind of show you here how I got to where I wanted it to be, and it worked out perfectly. Like I said, just needed to use a little bit of patience. Spots that I'm going to glitter are going to be where I'm going to be applying the white floral UVDTF. So I wanted to make sure that there was a lot more glitter than vinyl on this. So I just took a second to try to figure out where I wanted everything to be. And now that I have it set where I want it to be, I'm just going to take some painter's tape. Now there's a couple different ways that you can go about doing your glittering and spray painting and things like that. I'm showing you kind of like the beginner version of it. Just having, if you have some painter's tape laying around, just take some time and go ahead and apply that all around the tumbler over all of the vinyl to protect it. And just make sure that you have a sharp X-Acto knife with a fresh blade on there, because you're going to be doing a lot of cutting. Another way that you could do this that's a little bit more easier and a little bit more on the advanced side is placing some transfer paper on there when you cut out your template, and then applying it with the vinyl sheet so that you can just kind of peel it off as you go. But I really wanted to show you it, and I've done that in other tutorials, but I just wanted to show you another take on it. So with this one, I'm just going to use painter's tape for everything. It just takes a couple of minutes to go ahead and get it. It's more about the precision of it, like cutting it out and making sure that you have it cut right. I then took it outside and I sprayed it with this really cute teal spray paint that I got from Color Shot Spray Paints. I let it dry. Now I am going in with my glitter glue, and I am going to be using this really pretty mint green glitter that I got from Rae Creations. It's called Magick. It was in one of the past couple months subscription boxes, but it is available individually now. I let that dry for 4 hours, and now I'm going in and sealing it again with my glitter glue. And then I'm going to go ahead and immediately remove the painter's tape while this is still wet. I wanted to make sure that I got that tape off of there before all of this glue dried. So after I remove all the tape, I'm going to put this off to the side, let it dry completely, and then I'm going to take another coat of painter's tape and cover all of the vinyl and the glitter so that I can get it to the next coat. I didn't really have a spray paint that matched it, so I just went in with this rose gold metallic spray paint that I had, let that dry, and now I am going in with Demure, which is another really pretty glitter that I got from Rae Creations. And once that dried, I'm going in with another coat of my glitter glue, putting it off to, and immediately removing the tape and then putting it off to the side and letting it dry. Favorite part of peeling off the tape, because I love to see the design actually, what it's going to look like, and this is what I was going for. I really wanted to have a lot of glitter, and I really wanted it to match that vinyl, and that's like the hardest part of designing a tumbler, is getting everything to match like perfectly. So now I'm going in with 20 mLs of my Flynn Sisters Fast Set Epoxy. I'm going to let this spin for about 2 hours and then go in with another 10 mLs just to make sure that it is completely smooth before I start doing any of the UVDTFs and vinyl work. So I'm going to let this spin for 4 hours and then start to work on the UVDTF. Saw this white floral back UVDTF on Nicole's site on her Coral Tumblers website, and I just thought it was so unique, so pretty and dainty, and I just knew that I could do so much with it. And with it being a full sheet, there's a lot that I can work with it. And so what I'm doing is I'm being really precise as I cut it out, because with it being a UVDTF, once I place it, it's there permanently, and I didn't want any of it to go onto the vinyl. So I just took some time to make sure that it was going to line up exactly how I wanted it to be. And then I will peel back the backing of it, and I'll go ahead and very carefully align it. And then once I do that, then I will very carefully remove the transfer sheet that's on the top of it. Because of the way that I cut it, I did try to find a sheet that, a piece of it that can connect to that would almost like match up to it as if it was cut out that way perfectly. That's the beautiful thing about a UVDTF, is that you can just kind of like trim it and cut it exactly to where you want it to be. And then I'll go ahead and line it up and finish up the rest of that side. Then it became a matter of figuring out how I wanted to apply to the mint portion of it, because it's a pretty big piece. And I didn't want to have a bunch of pieces that were broken up looking on there. So I did go on to my Cricut and I printed out the V-split onto just cardboard paper or some cardstock. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out. I just thought this would be the best way to have this look as seamless as possible and not take me hours to get it all applied. So because I didn't want it to be messy, I went ahead and I just wiped off all of the marker from me applying or cutting it out. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get this all lined up, and I'm going to take a piece of tape and just put it on the one side just so that it doesn't shift for me. And then I am going to use the hinge method to apply it to this large piece. Did notice as I was applying it that it was just slightly off, but I'm going to be doing some detail lines, so I wasn't even worried about it. I knew that it was going to get fixed up once I added all the details. I'm just going to go ahead and remove the carrier sheet, and it will be ready for another coat of epoxy. So I'm going in with 10 mLs of my fast set epoxy. I'm going to go ahead and let this spin for 4 hours and make sure it is completely dry, and then we'll start working on the detail work. I really did go back and forth with these detail lines. It usually doesn't take me so long to figure it out, but I went with a rose gold, chrome looking vinyl. I put some white on there that were thicker, and then put these dainty little pink lines on here. This pink is one that I did get from Amazon. It is from Tech Wrap Crafts. I will link it in the description. And after I had that applied, I just didn't like it. I just wanted it to be more dainty, so I just decided to get rid of the white. And then I just went in with these really thin lines, and I always cut out a bunch of them so that I just have them for future use. So I just went ahead and lined that all up. And then I just decided to just do like a double line here just to add a little bit of extra. It is something that you do not have to do. It looks beautiful as it is when it's just lined up. I always just decide to go a little bit extra, and I never really know when to quit. And then once I have those on, I am going to take a super skinny little itty bitty line of mint, and I'm just going to put that 2 lines of it in where this pink is, just to blend in and bring that mint up to that section too. And then once I have that done, it will be just about done. Little secret that really works is take a little bit of nail polish, just clear nail polish, and just put that on the ends of where all of your details are at, and it will just glue it down, and then you don't have to worry about it peeling up, because that is so irritating. Spending all the time getting the lines down and then getting epoxy on there and having it peel up. So here I am going in with 10 mLs of my fast set epoxy. I'm going to let this spin for 4 hours. I'm going to sand it down really good, and then I'm going to go in with 10 mLs of my Artist Cure resin from Flynn Sisters. Give it that beautiful shine. Let that spin for 8 to 10 hours, and then this is the finished product. I absolutely love this one. Mint is my favorite color, so this was just had to happen once I got that Marikai glitter. If you like this tutorial, please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you again next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.